What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking everyday carry for 2024. I feel like I've said this before on the channel, but my goal for a lot of the things I do, my office, my everyday carry, the things that I work on, is to just like minimize it to the absolute essential things that I actually need. And that is what I've hoped I've created here with my everyday carry for 2024. Theme just being minimalistic and essentials. Starting off, let's just hit the easy one. That is gonna be my iPhone 15 Pro in white titanium. I did a full video on this thing, which was a pretty cool video. It was like one of my highest viewed tech videos, so pretty happy about that. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a little card to go watch that now. But my overall consensus is just that the small improvements they've made this year on the iPhone 15 Pro are just like the perfect things, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan, or like it doesn't get me excited when they do things like add a new camera or just like small, weird, random things that they try to publicize as like big changes. To me, the action button and the USB-C specifically were like no-brainers for me getting this phone. The USB-C mostly out of those two. Now, it's also been a few months since my review of this, where one of my main points was that the action button was kind of pointless because 90% of people are just gonna keep it as their ring, like the ringer or the volume button, and that has not changed for me. My action button still just controls the silence mode on my iPhone, and that's pretty much all it does. I never got into like customizing it any more than that, so yeah, I feel like I was kind of right. Now the other thing though is the USB-C, and USB-C has been an absolute game changer for me because I can now bring one charger and I can charge everything. I bring like one of my 60-watt MacBook Pro chargers, because I can charge my MacBook Pro, my iPad Pro, and now my 15 Pro, and also my wife's 15 Pro because she also upgraded. The one thing that it kind of created was this weird scenario where my AirPods still have lightning, and I actually got rid of all my lightning cables, probably too early, but I was excited. I was like, I don't need these things anymore. Got rid of them all, just donated them to friends and such, but now I can only charge this through the wireless charger, so that was kind of a dumb mistake. So AirPods V3s need to come sooner. I know I can get the USB-C case, but I'm not paying $200 for a case, so there's that. One thing that I want to set a goal for myself for 2024 is to get more into iPhone photography. Now that they actually have ProRAW, ProRes, and actual like real log formats and very in-depth things you can do with the camera formats now, I really want to get into it for 2024. Okay, next up, following the Apple tradition, is probably a little controversial opinion, but my Apple Watch Ultra 2, this is the one that still has the blood oxygen sensor, I think is the one they removed because of the lawsuits. This one still has it because I bought it on launch day, but this has been a fantastic upgrade for me from, I think I had all the series 7 and 8, I think they're on now. Had all of them, gave them away to my wife's little sister, and now I rock the Apple Watch Ultra every single day. Now, admittedly, this watch is probably too big for a lot of people. I think it fits my wrist. Personal opinion, I think it looks okay on my wrists. I don't think it looks too big. And more importantly, I work out a lot, so I'm able to use this thing and actually feel like I'm getting value out of it. I could track the exact same workouts on the Series 8, sure, but I actually really like the action button starting a workout. I wish, just like in my review, that it could do more. I still have that same feeling. And as for bands, right now I'm rocking the Andar leather band. As you can tell, I got a very big leather theme going on this year. But I do change these bands out quite regularly. The main one is my white Ocean band that the Apple Watch came with. I love this thing. I think the way that you can customize the size and the fitting is actually fantastic. I never really feel uncomfortable wearing this thing. Very comfortable to work out in, go in the hot tub, go swimming, all those kinds of things. Leather obviously is a little bit nicer. And then I also have a metal titanium band from this company called Sandmark. And this just makes the watch look a little bit more premium if I want to go nicer styling, but I don't want to go with leather. The Sandmark one is pretty cool. You can adjust it just like a normal watch band, change out the links and all that. So those are the three kind of bands that I switch out for my daily driver, which is the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Now, if I'm really going out on a fancy date, I don't know, going to Valentine's dinner at a, where do people go? Fancy steak restaurant or something. I will wear my Shinola watch. Now this means a lot to me, more than I think it would to just kind of anybody else, because this was given to me by my wife on our wedding day, which we got married last summer. So this is like a very cool piece to me, and most of it is just like the sentimental value behind it. The other half of it is that I absolutely love the way that Shinola handles their branding and their marketing, and I think for whatever you think about the actual quality of their materials, which I think are pretty good actually, the way that they market this company I think is a really cool lesson for everybody, and I just love this watch. I think it looks timeless. I think it looks fancy. Looks a lot smaller than the Apple Watch Ultra 2. If I'm trying to go just more low-key and just kind of be more traditional, this is the watch that I'm sticking with every single time. I absolutely love this thing. As for a wallet, I'm also rocking the Shinola wallet. They don't make this exact model anymore, but they just have a bunch of rotating different ones. This is like a bifold wallet, 2 sides on the inside, and it's slim, it's minimal, and I can only carry about 4 cards plus my ID at any time. There's no room for cash. Kind of just like the perfect way to make sure that I'm not carrying a bunch of stuff with me. I used to be someone who would carry tons of cards, gift cards, receipts, gift cards that probably had no money on them. Now I carry 4 credit cards and my ID, and that's it. That's the only thing in this wallet. But just like their watch, I think the design of this thing is fantastic. The leather color isn't probably something that I would choose nowadays. I have more of a lighter leather look. This is kind of like a dark cherry leather almost, but I've had this wallet for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's held up perfectly. It hasn't fallen apart in any sort of way. So I just think like finding a good quality leather wallet is something that kind of makes me feel more grown up. Like whip this thing out. It's not like, you know, Velcro. It's a nice wallet. Pretty much all there is to it. High quality, good stuff from Shinola. Speaking about being more of an adult, this was an upgrade that I did last year, which was to get real sunglasses. These are the Ray-Ban Clubmasters in black with the gold accents. Again, just another timeless piece. People have worn these for decades. They look fantastic. And I think they kind of go with everything. And this was a goal for last year, was to buy a pair of nice sunglasses and not lose them. And I haven't so far. So still have these things. I think these were in my 2023 everyday carry. I can't remember, but these are definitely something I bring with me everywhere. I think they look good. I mean, come on. You look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. AirPods Pros 2 are still my daily driver in terms of headphones. I do have a Shinola leather case on them because of course, but these things are great. I've had these for 2 years now, ever since the first day they came out, and they've held up extremely well. I was kind of nervous because at one point they were having connectivity issues where like one AirPod wouldn't connect or one AirPod wouldn't charge. That seems to have gone away. I don't know if it was like a software update or something. These are still fantastic. I work out with these 3, 4, 5 times a week. They hold up. The battery seems to last forever. I only charge them maybe once a week, and even if that, to me, where I don't have to worry about these, it's the perfect kind of headphone. I can kind of be pretty rough with them because they're small. There's not a lot of breakable pieces. Yeah, they just keep working. I love these things. And I still think one of the best parts about these was the new generation has the Find My tracking on it, so you can find these things, which I've used quite a bit. I think it was a little bit of a good refinement over the Series 1. I'm a little hesitant that the Series 3 is just going to be like USB-C case plus a little bit of like better sound. I don't really know how much farther you can take a product like these. A black color would be cool. I would love to get these in a black case and a black headphones, but I doubt they will do that because it's Apple and they just like their white and metal goods apparently. But yeah, these things, of course, like I said, I wish I had USB-C, but I'm not spending $200 for the case. So those are what they are, but I would still recommend to anybody to get these if you are looking for a pair of headphones. Okay, last but not least, this has been something that I have picked up in the last year that has just been a fantastic addition to my everyday carry, and it is this Rhodia notebook. This is a dot grid notebook, so there's no lines, which I think is just the superior version of paper. I think that is the better way to take notes because I'm very just ADD where I just write down diagrams, numbers, pictures, literally whatever I want at any time. And I've been bringing this with me because there's a lot of things that I work on separate throughout the day, and everything's very like categorized. So when I'm thinking about one thing but I'm working on another, I used to just get like headaches because I would try to store all that information and then at the end of the day just remember it, or the next time I was working on that thing just remember it. But instead I picked up this Rhodia notebook. I think we were in Hawaii actually when I got this, and ever since then I just fill it with notes. Whenever I'm thinking, whatever I'm thinking about, it goes in here if I want to remember it. And that was one important thing for me, was there's no structure to this notebook. There's no like rules to this, which sounds dumb, but some of my notebooks, I have specific things I want to write in them. This one is pocket sized if you have large pockets, but it is pocket sized. I can bring it with me everywhere, and I can kind of write whatever I want in it at any time. And that's been extremely valuable to me over the last year, especially now I'm working on a startup to deal with like creators and brand deals. Tons of notes in here about that. I mean, house projects, literally anything you can think of. This has helped me kind of organize my life. So the whole theme of this everyday carry has been minimalistic and essential, and having a way to like get my thoughts down, something I never would have thought I would enjoy this much, but that's definitely sticking with me. Although I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this orange color. I thought it was cool at the time, but I think I want a black one. And that's gonna be it for Everyday Carry 2024. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it very minimal this year. If you have any questions, let me know. Links to a lot of stuff will be down in the description if you want to check it out. But other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.